Pacifiers begin their careers at home with great success. They are the baby's official soothers. Parents don't leave home without them, and they buy more and more of them so that they will never, heaven forbid, find that they don't have one when the baby is crying. Pacifiers really do manage to calm babies as they satisfy the sucking reflex that is present from birth. For a baby, sucking is associated with a feeling of gratification and calm. The pacifier gradually becomes a transitional object. It represents the parents and therefore embodies the love the infant feels for her parents. Around age 1 or 2, the sucking reflex becomes less dominant. Most of the baby's teeth have grown in and they're eating solid food. Now the need for a pacifier diminishes and it's time to start thinking about weaning. Around the age of 1 or 2, children are starting to say their first words and laying the foundation for communication via spoken language. Obviously, a pacifier gets in the way of this process. A child's speech is distorted if he speaks with a pacifier in his mouth. A child who constantly has a pacifier in his mouth is less apt to communicate with his surroundings and is likely to be more passive. Children who use pacifiers tend to be very involved with them and less receptive to experiencing and learning new things. In addition, frequent use of a pacifier beyond the age of 3 can lead to structural dental damage. Every child is a world unto herself, and no age is the right age for everyone. Children who are generally easygoing are likely to be weaned earlier and with less difficulty. Those who are more sensitive may need the comfort of a pacifier for longer. The pacifier essentially enables children to regulate their moods. Some children need this help more than others. For the most part, it is best to wean children when they have reached the age where you can communicate with them and explain the process that is about to begin. It is best to choose a stress-free period as the time for weaning, not when a new sibling is about to be born or when the child is about to start at a new preschool. Breaking the pacifier habit is difficult enough without having additional stress factors in the picture. Introduce the weaning process gradually to ensure that your child can experience small successes when her pacifier isn't in her mouth. For example, ask her to take the pacifier out of her mouth when she's talking and explain that when she keeps it in her mouth while she's speaking, people can't understand what she's saying. The next step is to explain that she shouldn't take the pacifier to the yard or the park because it might get dirty or lost. When friends come to visit, suggest that she leave the pacifier in her room so that she will be able to talk and play without it getting in the way. When your child has gradually accumulated several positive experiences without her pacifier, it's time to say goodbye for real. The final farewell to your child's pacifier collection can also be a gradual process. For example, announce to your son that from today onward, the pacifiers don't leave the house. Next, that they don't leave his bedroom, and later that they don't leave his bed. This approach is designed to provide children with a sense of security, since the pacifier doesn't suddenly disappear, while also granting them a feeling of control, since they can use the pacifier if and when they feel the need. The important thing to remember is that once you have made a rule about the pacifier, there's no going back or even sideways. That would only make the process longer and more difficult. Be sure to consistently enforce your rules and make sure to do so everywhere, at preschool, at the homes of relatives, and anywhere else your child may go.